She watching?
Yeah, she always does.
All right.
Okay. And we're live. We're live. Let me go as usual and share this real quick. Let me see here.
I like the new background.
You know, I made that specifically for today.
I like the
new. What is it?
Hmm?
What did you say?
I like the new background. You got Freddie. Where's Freddie? I don't see Freddie at all. Leatherface and Jason.
What is it? I like the new background. And there's Pennywise.
I gotta go.
Go ahead. I'll mute your microphone.
I'm trying to share the thing. Having troubles.
It's okay. It's okay. I muted his microphone that way. And let me share
okay.
This.
I shared it.
Oh. So Tim today is downstairs. He had situation where he's not upstairs with me. So as always, we are live in Third Floor Comics and Nitro Antique Mall. So Tim had to step away from time to time, but he will be back as usual. Let me fix my microphone here. So what we're going to do today is I have a list. It is not my list, but it is a list of the 100 top scary thriller movies.
It's Thrill is included. Thriller movies also.
Well, yeah, because basically what it is, I mean, there's scary movies, and then there's movies that are scary, but they're not on the level.
Right. They're not like, yeah, okay.
You know, like Jason or something like that. So
right.
Let me adjust that real quick. So yeah, there are some thrillers in there, and then there's natural scary movies, Saw, and all that other stuff. So but Tim is here, guys. He put his name as Sally Jesse because of his red glasses. But Tim will be back shortly, and he is downstairs today, not upstairs with me. So he'll be coming in and out. So what we're going to do though, in the meantime, is if you guys haven't already, Elizabeth that comes on here with us, she is a is it a baker that you will refer yourself to?
I don't. I mean, I like to bake. I love to bake. So I bake all the time. So I guess I'm a baker. I don't know.
Okay.
I sell them. So I guess that counts,
Yeah, that counts. So we're gonna I'm gonna put up some pictures of Elizabeth's nice work that she does with the cakes. And we'll give Tim a few minutes. He's out there making some money, big money. And let me pull these up here real quick. I'll pull them back up for Tim whenever he gets here. So
okay.
And what you guys can do too, if you haven't already, be sure on Instagram to hit Elizabeth up at Bake Hard. I don't want to you say it because I don't want to butcher your name.
Bake Hard by Bimbra.
That's right, Bake Hard by Bimbra. So let me pull you sent me these this morning, and we have that one there, which is what is his name?
Cousin Eddie.
Cousin Eddie, that's right, Cousin Eddie. We got Cousin Eddie there, and then that is Sloth and Superman, right?
It's Sloth in his Superman t-shirt, yeah.
That's right, that's right. And even though you are a Raiders fan, you made a nice
Steelers cake.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with it. Nothing wrong with Pittsburgh.
It was a Steelers casino cake, and then some deer antlers had to be thrown in there also. It's sort of a collage of everything that the man that cake was for, everything he likes. So yeah.
Okay, I'm guessing he's a hunter also.
He hunts, and he's a huge Steelers fan. I grew up with his son. I've known them my whole life. So
Kobe says, "What's up, guys? What's up, Kobe?"
Hey, Kobe.
Kobe, right now, Tim is downstairs. He's with us. He's just downstairs helping a customer. So, but let me pull this up here. Let me turn this down on my headphones. This will be loud on my headphones. Got a video of her cakes. That was awesome. And let's do this one here. Hold on. And that was awesome too. What was he saying? He wasn't saying Baby Ruth. He was saying something.
Hey, you guys.
Oh, that's right. Hey, you
At the end, when he comes down the pirate ship with Chunk.
Ah, that's right. Hey, you guys. That's right. Let me again we're going to do the 100 actually there's 100 of them, and what we can do in the meantime while Tim was helping somebody, I'll go through. I actually have the top 20, have the pictures from the movies, but I'll go through a couple of the bottom ones with you and see if there's any familiar to you. Okay, so give me just a moment here. And we also kind of wanted to talk about too is that unfortunately,
Marky Post.
yeah, Marky Post, I would say most notably from Night Court.
Actually, the Fall Guy.
Was she on the Fall Guy too?
She's on the Fall Guy too, but those are the two that she was. Yeah, Night Court. Most people remember Night Court, but she was the bail bondsman on the Fall Guy.
Oh
She's
wow!
terrible.
Yeah, I didn't know that. I mean, I remember the Fall Guy. I did watch it a little
Yeah.
bit, but I was more familiar with like Night Court and things.
Night
like
Court.
that.
Yeah.
So but yeah, Marky Post was on Night Court. Unfortunately, just a couple weeks ago, Charles Robinson passed away too, from the same show of Night Court. And of course, Charles Robinson went on to do many movies. He had some small roles, some big roles in some movies. And Marky Post, movie wise, for me personally, most notable was the movie with Ben Stiller, Something About Mary, and she was Mary's mom in the movie. So Marky Post, but yeah, she passed away from cancer, I believe is what it was, and
Yeah.
she would be missed along with Charles Robinson from Night Court. There was a kid that I grew up with, and we're still friends to this day. I always laugh at his stuff he posts on Facebook. When we were in elementary school, I want to say it was 4th grade, he dressed up for Halloween as Bull from Night Court. And it was one of the greatest things ever. I mean,
That's hilarious.
yeah, this guy here, his name is Scott Ellison, great dude. He always came to Halloween in elementary school. He came one year as Alf, had the whole Alf thing.
That's pretty impressive.
Yeah, he came one year.
Bull's pretty good though. That's a great costume.
Oh, he had the bald head and all. He didn't
The
shave
bald
his
head, yeah.
He just had the plastic, thing that he put over
The
his
cap.
Yeah, the cap, yeah. And one year he came. Let me unmute Tim. Looks like he's getting settled back in, or he just graced us with his presence for a second. One year he came as a man in a barrel. Which was,
going down Niagara Falls?
I guess, yeah. He had the suspenders and everything like that.
Oh,
So
that's funny.
yeah, one day he came as a man in a barrel. Uh-oh, there's Tim. He's back. Let me see.
Thank God.
You said thank God.
I'm joking.
It's
Oh my God, look, it's a Doctor Who. See, I know about that now. I didn't know about it before.
Is that what is that the TARDIS? Is that what they call it?
Yeah.
The TARDIS, okay. Tim, let me unmute you there. Hold on. Oh, Tim, you muted yourself. I can't unmute you. He has to unmute himself. Hold on. Let me make a thing here for Tim. You gotta hold on.
Gotta do that.
Yes,
There you go. You were muted.
Yeah, I can't unmute you once you mute yourself. So, but yeah, that was Doctor Who, the TARDIS. I did not know what that was if it wasn't for the Big Bang Theory, to be honest with you. And Tim.
Right.
Tim took off again. What I'm going to do though for him though, while he's doing that, I am going to let me pull this up here real quick. Let me see. Let me find it. I know that I saved it. Let me see. Give me a second here. Give me one moment. See, I got here, my computer all messed up, and My mom used to watch Doctor Who when I was a kid, the black and white version, and I hated it because I always hated
I've
black and
never
white.
watched it.
I just don't do British shows, British
Oh, I
content.
love British television. I just don't watch. I've never watched Doctor Who, and I don't really have a lot of desire to watch it.
Didn't the what is it, Bean or whatever it is?
Mr. Bean.
Yeah, yeah. I can't do that. I couldn't do Doctor Who. There was something else. A lot of people. What was it? There was one show that a lot of people like. It's like the BBC channel. I can't do that
Downton
either.
Abbey.
Hmm.
Downton Abbey.
Yeah, I can't do all that. 100. Here we go. I found it. All right. So these are the top 100 horror movies. Movies with 40 or more critic reviews vie for their place in history. I won't tell you where I got it from, so people won't pick it up. But anyway, so we'll start at the bottom, and I have the top 20. I have the top 20 actually, the pictures and whatnot for us, and that maybe we can get Tim back here in a few minutes. But again, this is not a list compiled by me. This is a list compiled by a reputable website. Number 100 is 28 Days Later from 2003.
That's a good one.
99. What is it?
I said that's a good one.
Yeah. 99 is 1985's The Return of the Living Dead. That I've seen because when when we were kids, they played that a lot of times on television. So
Right.
98 from 2020 is The Dark and the Wicked. 97 is 1983's The Dead Zone. 96, 1994 Chronos. I kind of want to say that I know what that is, but I can't remember. 95 is 2015's Bone Tomahawk. This one I know. 94, and again, this is horror. So 94 is 1986 Little Shop of Horrors. I always go around.
Yeah, I don't consider that horror.
Well, hold on a second. Let me see if these comments.
Maybe dark comedy.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I guess it just depends on the way that you look at it. Let me see what they say here. Kobe says, unfortunately, he has to go. He'll try to be back as soon as possible. Okay, Kobe.
Yeah, but Chilton is right. Bring up Chilton's comment.
Hold on. Let me pull your banner down. Hold on. Oh, didn't mean to do that there. Here we go. Let me pull up his comment. Oh,
it was there. There it is.
Okay.
He's right.
So Chilton says 28 Days Later is criminally underrated, if I said that correctly. Already better than every movie you've listed. After.
He's right.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have put it at number 100. I would have put it for it way further down the list.
See, that's the thing I was telling you earlier last week is that some of these movies, some of them,
you said it would surprise me. Yeah,
and I think I think what it is that some of them are decades and decades and decades older. But I think what it is that when people were rating these, I guess they were taking in the moment when they came out and stuff like that and the impact.
Yeah, you have to take that into consideration when it was released. What we were, certain movies came out that were really frightening and they couldn't do what we do now, right? So
sure, and you have to think about too the times too. Back then, just take television for example. When before the 60s, I believe that husband and wife could even stay in the same bed on television. So it's a lot different. It's a lot different times. So the let me pull this up here. Okay, so 94 is Little Shop of Horrors. 93 is 1973's The Wicker Man. I have not seen that, but I believe that Nicolas Cage did a remake of
He
that.
did.
Yeah,
he did.
And I have seen that one. So let me see here. 92 is 2020's Color Out of Space. And then 91 is 2013's The Conjuring. The Conjuring got real big reviews, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, see, I've only seen the first one. Those scare me really bad, so I just watch them.
Well, don't feel bad. I mean, my my kids can what's the movie with the my kids can watch it. I don't do that.
Oh, it doesn't bother me. It used to when I was a kid because of the book. I remember the book on the cover. It had the the grate for the sewer, and his claw was kind of, and you could, I think in the book, I've never read the book, but I think in the book you can like hear him when you're in the shower and stuff. I mean, that just sort of did me in. I was like, never mind.
I think what the really, I'm trying to think as an adult, something that really creeped me out was, and it wasn't even a scary movie. It was, what's the movie with Mel Gibson with the aliens? Signs.
Oh, Signs was creepy.
And
Signs was really creepy.
The part that got me is when they were it was the birthday party and someone was filming the birthday party.
Oh, and it's in the background.
Yeah, and you can see the alien walk through. And I was laying in my bed at night watching it by myself in my bed. And I see
a good idea.
No, it's not. I see the I saw the aliens. I saw the alien walk by in the background, and I actually stopped and had to rewind the. It might have been a VHS. I don't know, but I had to rewind the movie just to make sure that I saw what I actually saw, and it creeped me out.
Yep.
And it creeped me out, and I'll never forget that. I was okay by the end of the movie, just because when the aliens got up close, they weren't so creepy when they got up close. But yeah, that scene. Ugh. I don't think I've watched it since.
I've seen it a few times. It doesn't bother me, but it's creepy.
Yeah. I tell you, what was Kobe says, by the way, that he was out having
I saw that.
Yeah, lunch dinner with his girl. So what was something? Let me ask you this. You're a scary movie person, so what
to a certain extent.
Okay, so what is your all-time favorite scary movie?
Favorite scary movie? See, that's okay. The Shining is probably one of my favorites, and it's one of the best ones ever made. Pet Sematary, I saw when I was 15, and I slept with my parents for 6 weeks because I was terrified. And I became sort of obsessed with that movie. I read the book. I watched it till it didn't bother me anymore. And then I didn't even bother with the remake. I was like, whatever.
Oh,
But as far as like, I mean, I love things like, The Last House on the Left. I like, The Hills Have Eyes. I love Wrong Turn. Wrong Turn. That whole series is like one of my favorite ever. But I mean, I don't know.
The Hills Have Eyes. It creeped me out just because the whatever they were, the people, the creatures, I don't even know, but that was creepy.
They're feral.
Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah, they're like cats. that was definitely creepy for me. I couldn't.
I like the ones that could actually happen. They don't scare me, so I like to watch those.
Let's see.
Ones that couldn't happen really bother me and really scare me, and I have a hard time watching them.
One that creeped me out, and supposedly it was based on a true story, was The Others. I think.
Well, The Others is almost like a remake of The Innocents with Deborah Kerr.
Let's see. I haven't seen that one.
It's an old one. She's a governess, and the house is haunted, and there's children. So the others, the Others is not a remake, but it's similar, and it's just like The Turn of the Screw. It's the same story, same kind of story. The governess, and only in The Others she's not a governess. She's moved in there with her 2 children, and they're they're sensitive to the light, and it's haunted, the house. But anything with a woman and 2 children in a haunted house reminds me of Turn of the Screw. So.
See, I just see those are the ones that even though I don't watch very many of them, those are the ones that I like better than like your Nightmare on Elm Streets and Friday the 13th, and your slasher movies, I guess is what you would call them.
See, I think the slasher ones don't bother me. It's the ghost ones, and if there are children involved, I'm really freaked out. I don't like it.
Yeah, children are always creepy.
Yeah,
especially when you're talking about dead and things like that. What
Mhm.
what was the movie? There was a movie with Mark Wahlberg where his daughter was murdered, and he
Oh yeah, you mean the one where she's not murdered, but she is eventually. That is what happened. But the one where he's looking for her all the time, and it's
yeah,
really strange.
mm,
Oh God, what's that called? It's on the tip of my tongue. I can't think of the name of it.
and she was in the
It's
cornfield or
filmed
something.
really odd. Yeah, it's really strange the way it's filmed and everything. And his other daughter figures it out.
Yes, that's what it was. That was
I
weird.
can't think of the name of that.
Sally Jesse, are you back? Sally Jesse, are you back? He got another customer. It's okay. I think what it is when I come here on Tuesdays, maybe I'm just a customer magnet. So I'm gonna start asking Tim if I can get, maybe $10 a Tuesday or something for coming up here to
For
cover,
bringing in customers.
yeah, to cover a little bit of gas money. And there's a Checkers down the street, so I can get me a big Buford and some gas money. That's what it is.
What's
The
the what number are we at? 93. What's the next one on the list?
Hold on here. We were at 90. And this one, I think everybody knows, 1990s Misery.
That's a great movie. It's one of my favorites.
Yes, very, very good. That kind of, for me, it kind of put, what's her name, Kathy Bates, is that her name?
Yeah, she won an Oscar for that.
Yeah, that really like put her on the map, I think.
And
89.
James Caan got to come back there, and it sort of gave him a jump start to
Yeah.
his career a little bit.
hmm 89 is, obviously we weren't around for this one, is 1933's Island of Lost Souls.
Oh, I haven't seen that.
Haven't either. 88, 1972's Frenzy.
Oh, really though? Alfred Hitchcock?
That's what that's what they got. Yeah,
It's one of
1972.
his not so great ones, but okay.
What was the show that they had? It was Alfred Hitchcock, but I know his name was his name just the title of the show. Was that it?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
All right. I thought so. 87 is 2010's Let Me In.
Okay.
Is that one of the Jordan Peele movies?
I don't know who did it, but it's a remake of I guess it's probably a Japanese film or a French film, or it's a remake. Our version is a remake.
Gotcha. 2012, just this name alone kind of makes me laugh. 2012, number 86 is Frankenweenie.
See, I don't consider that scary. I just don't.
What is that?
That's the one about the dog, isn't it?
Frankenweenie?
I think it's about the dog. That's like Frankenstein.
Oh,
The kid brings his dog back to life. I think that's it.
Frankenweenie. I'm gonna have to look that up. Frankenweenie. That just sounds weird.
I'm almost
Oh, you
positive
know what?
it is.
I get it now because Frankenstein, Frankenweenie.
Well, yeah, right.
I'm assuming it was a wiener dog, I guess.
Actually, I think I've only seen. I think there are a few versions of that movie. I think it's like a Jack Russell, but I could be wrong. I mean, I've only seen it, I think, once.
Yeah. Well, number 85 is 1932's The Mummy.
Oh, The Mummy.
Yeah, The Mummy. Number 84 is 1931's Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde.
It's a good one.
83, 1958's Horror of Dracula.
Okay.
Let's see what we got here. 82, and I remember this as a kid. It was a big movie. 1990's Arachnophobia. And
That was a great movie.
John Goodman, right? John Goodman.
Yeah. And Jeff Daniels, I think. I think it's Jeff Daniels who plays the husband.
Oh wow! Actually, I didn't.
I think.
Hmm.
I'd have to look
Yeah,
it
that
up.
was-
I can't remember.
What was that corny movie that David Arquette did with the spiders?
Oh, Eight-Legged Freaks.
Yeah.
He
David,
fit right into that one.
I'm sure that I do.
No, he did.
Yeah. Number 81 is 2018's Halloween. Number 80, 1990's The Witches.
Oh, that's a good one, but I don't consider it horror.
Is that the one
That's a great story.
with the little kids? They turn them like into rats
And a
or something?
mice. And they just remade it with Anne Hathaway.
Okay. Yeah, the original had what, Meryl Streep?
No. Angelica Houston played Anne Hathaway. The Anne Hathaway is playing Angelica Houston's role.
Okay, that's right. I knew it was one of the two. Meryl Streep or Angelica Houston. I kind of get them.
They look nothing alike.
That's awful.
They're so far removed from one another.
That's awful. No, I'll take an Angelica Houston as Morticia any day of the week. But
she's something special.
Yeah, but she's a little weird. Wasn't she married to Jack Nicholson?
I don't know about that. I don't know. Her dad is John Huston.
I gotta look that up sometime today. Where was that? The yes, number 79 is 1974's The Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
That's number 79.
Yes, number 7.
I had that as top 3.
Yeah, 1970.
In my head.
Just the picture that they always use of him, like wielding the chainsaw, and he's got the mask.
Well, the one you have in the lower corner of the podcast.
Yeah, right there. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
that's creepy.
Yeah, Gunnar Hansen plays Leatherface.
Yeah, Elaine says one of her favorites.
Yeah, it's a good one.
Mm-hmm.
That was like one of Tobe Hooper made that movie. That was a big deal, that movie. And that's based on a true story, supposedly.
Oh, yeah. That's what they say. Yeah. 78 is 2015's We Are Still Here.
Okay.
77 is 2018's Upgrade. 76 is 1977's Eraserhead. That sounds familiar.
Oh, David Lynch. It's a David Lynch movie.
1941. Never seen this movie, but everybody can associate, remembers the photos and stuff from it. 1941's The Wolfman.
Oh.
74 is 1925's Phantom of the Opera. 73 is 2018's Cam. I've never heard of that.
Oh, I know what that is. I think.
72 is 1962's Whatever Happened to Baby Jane.
That's a really good one. Have you ever seen that?
It's possible, but it's possible. I just know what the name of it is. But is it good, you say?
Oh yeah, it's a great movie. If you've seen it, you never forget seeing it.
Yeah.
It's one of those. It's a really good movie.
Oh, 71, 2018's The Endless. 70 is the 2019 The Mortuary Collection. 2016, let's see, 69 is 2016's Don't Breathe. I think I know what that is.
I just watched that for the first time because it kept advertising for the sequel, and I realized I had never seen the original. And I watched it. It was good. I liked it a lot, actually.
Yeah, I think I remember seeing that come out. 68 is 1985's Reanimator. Never heard of that one. 67.
You never heard of that?
No, I never.
I think you'd recognize the cover of the movie if you saw it, maybe.
Probably so. And that's the thing with me with scary movies is that, or horrors, is a lot of them outside of your main ones that are, your Texas Chainsaw Massacre, Friday the 13th, Halloween, and what's the Nightmare on Elm Street. Those are iconic in your head because of the characters themselves. And Then there are the ones that are the horror movies that I know what some of them are, but just the names of them, I'd have to put picture with names. So
Right.
67 is 2019's In Fabric. This one kind of comes as a shock, but I kind of understand it at 66. And this is 2009's Zombieland.
Oh, okay. I find that, see, I consider those dark comedy. I don't consider them horror.
Would you put the one movie with oh gosh darn it, I feel bad for not knowing his name off the top of my head. The he puts the chainsaw on his arm.
Oh, you mean Bruce Campbell?
Army of
Darkness.
Yeah, Army of Darkness.
No, I consider those scary. Now, Evil Dead, yes. Army of Darkness, I consider kind of funny.
Okay, but they were together, right?
Yeah. The Army of Darkness is the third one in the installment, I think.
And then there's Evil Dead 1 and 2.
It's part of the Evil Dead. I think that's the trilogy: Evil Dead 2, and Army of Darkness. Okay. I think. Don't quote me on that. But I those are funny, but I think Bruce Campbell made that. I mean, he made that work for him. He made it, his character was sort of like that. But I still consider those scary movies.
Didn't they make a Zombieland 2 coming out, or they already made it or something?
It's been out. I haven't seen it yet.
I haven't seen it either. 65 is 2017's It Comes at Night. That sounds familiar to me. I've seen some freaks that come out at night. 64 is 1986 The Fly with
oh, that's creepy.
He's creepy.
It's pretty creepy, that one.
Just Jeff is creepy, period. Creepy. Tim's downstairs hustling and bustling. Let's see. 63. Here we go. Is 1979's Dawn of the Dead.
It's a good one.
Do you remember as a kid, like, it may have been TBS or TNT, would show those movies all the time, like in the mid 80s?
I don't remember, but I mean, where I lived didn't have cable till I was probably in high school.
Oh, it's all right.
So we didn't have TBS and TNT. We didn't have those channels.
Following that up at 62 is 1984, A Nightmare on Elm Street. Have you ever gone back and actually watched those now?
I've seen all of them because when I first saw them when I was in high school or middle school, I mean, I couldn't sleep. They really scared me. So I've gone back and watched them. It's just sort of like overcoming my fear of them. Oh. But they're good movies. I like them a lot, actually.
There was I think it was like last year, there was some that was on, and what got me was, and I get it, what got me was the technology of the special effects, and then you watch it now and you're just like, oh my god, it didn't look that way when it originally come out.
It did.
And, oh man, and just Freddy himself, I never realized how corny he was until I went back as
well. You almost like him. He's Robert Englund makes that character very likable, even though he's so awful.
Yeah.
You almost kind of like, you get how he was able to, he's kind of funny. You get how he was able to convince children to come with him before he was burned. When he was just a normal guy. When he was just a serial killer.
That's normal. Yeah, I used to be normal. I used to be just a serial killer. Yeah, it's what I like about stuff like that, going back to those movies and like rewatching them now, is that you notice people, the actors in the movie, you notice them before they were famous. Like I think it was the third one in Nightmare on Elm Street that Lawrence Fishburne was in, and this is of course.
Well, the most famous thing about Nightmare on Elm Street, as far as actors who became number one, is Johnny Depp. He's in the first one.
Oh, he's in the first one.
In the bed. The bed sucks him in.
Oh wow. See, I didn't
Just
know that.
like Kevin Bacon was in Friday the 13th.
Oh wow.
There's some
Sally's
real
back.
heavy hitter. That's what they're so famous for. Those
See, I didn't know that.
movies.
And you said Johnny Depp and you
Johnny
said,
Depp is in the first Nightmare on Elm Street,
mm,
and Kevin Bacon is in the original Friday the 13th.
oh wow, did not know that. I'm getting schooled, Tim.
You didn't know that? Come on, Melvin.
No, I did not
Come
know.
on, Denzel, get it right.
Come on.
Shame on me. Shame on me. I was telling Elizabeth that I'm gonna have to start charging you because I think I'm attracting people to your store whenever I get here on Tuesdays. So it's a true story. Whenever I get here, there may be maybe one or two people that come in, and then
Yeah.
right around the time we go to kick off, and it's not a bad thing by any means, but right around the time we go to go live, just several people to
Just a
10,
wave of
12.
people.
Yeah, they just come in. So I'm gonna start charging you, Tim, maybe $10, maybe for a couple bucks in gas and a big Buford down at Checkers down the street.
Yeah, we did more in the last half hour since this podcast started than we've done all day long today. So
Wait, I want in on that because am I on the screen and talking? Maybe it's me.
It's possible.
I doubt it, but
If you start seeing people stand behind me and Tim looking at the screen, then you know it's just you.
I think it's the 3:30, 4 o'clock time zone. People are starting to get off work and they just kind of
right.
after work.
They snuck out of work early to go to the comic book
Yeah.
store.
And see, I keep telling Tim he's gonna have to have some kind of he did the Lego tournament on Saturday. You need like an adult tournament where we play, I don't know, a good board game of Risk and have some cheese and wine and just have a
Cheese
good
and
time.
wine.
Yeah,
We had a comics and crafts sale here a while back. Year before last, I went next door and picked up, I don't know, several cases of craft beer and set that out in the cooler and had some comics and craft beer sale.
See, there you
I
go.
think you should have. I think you should make people bag and board comics while drinking beer and see what happens.
What could go wrong there?
Nothing.
Yeah, you could.
Mom?
Is it tonight?
It's right now. It's live. You want to see it here? It's right now.
Tim-
Watch her run from the camera.
Tim's mom's running from the camera.
Hi,
Ah,
Hi there.
She's running from that camera.
yeah.
Melvin. What number are we
I
at?
always do it this time on every other Tuesday.
We are at, hold on here. Oh, 61 is 2007's The Host.
Okay.
60 is 2016's Train to Busan or Busan.
Oh, that's supposed to be really good.
I haven't seen that.
Let me just say something for Tim's sake. Tim, we've already Texas Chainsaw Massacre was like number 90 or some crap or 85. Just so you know.
Who made this?
I mean,
list?
I had that in my top 3. It's already been said. So don't sit there waiting patiently for it to pop up because it's not going to.
Yeah, and A Nightmare on Elm Street is number 62.
Oh yeah, Nightmare on Elm Street.
Who made this list up?
Well,
I think Melvin made it up and he just keeps blaming it on somebody else.
I heard y'all say Evil Dead. That's in the top. What?
No, we haven't said that yet. We were just
Okay.
discussing it.
Well, what I did was I took a bunch of movies and I shook them up like Yahtzee, and I just and then just poured them out and just randomly picked them out is what I did.
Okay.
Yeah, Elaine wants to know if I'm so afraid of Freddy. That's Darlene's my sister. I honestly don't know. I have to ask her that. Let's see. 59 is 2004's Shaun of the Dead. 58.
Fantastic.
Dark comedy.
Got red on you.
Yeah, that's a really funny movie, but dark comedy.
58 is 1978's Invasion of the Body Snatchers.
That creeped me
Oh,
out
good
bad
one.
when I was a kid. That scared me really good.
57 is 2001's forgive me if I pronounce this wrong, Workmeister's Harmonies.
I've never
no idea.
seen that.
I don't know about that. 56 is 1977's Suspiria, if I'm saying that correctly.
Suspiria.
There we go.
They just remade that actually.
55 is 2013's Room 237.
Let's see.
54 is 2019's Harpoon. I don't know about that. Yeah,
I know,
Harpoon.
Tim, you're like me. You're like, you don't know what to say. You're just sort of
Name
like,
it for beer.
Well, I thought that was like a comedy or something. Like it was a Leslie Nielsen movie. Harpoon. I don't know about that one. I think that's about whales or something getting eaten.
Could be an orca
53. What orca meat?
Gotta be an orca movie.
Orca movie.
There's a horror movie called Orca, isn't there? Or
I wouldn't
Killer
call it
Orca.
horror. It's like a
No, but
Jaws
I mean,
ripoff
it's-
movie.
Yeah, okay. Go ahead, Melvin. Sorry.
No, it's okay. No, you're fine. I was thinking about Sharknado is what I was thinking about.
Hey,
Those are the best.
those are great.
Please don't.
They're so funny.
You don't like Sharknado, to Melvin?
They're so funny.
I can't. I can't. Sharknado. What's the spinoff? Was it there was a spinoff to Sharknado. I can't remember what it was. It's just as bad.
Velocipaster.
We were talking about just the other day, Tim. But there was something spinoff, but hold on. My buddy Gary Worley said, let me put that on the screen. Says that The Exorcist is the scariest movie of all time, but my favorite scary movie of all time is A Nightmare on Elm Street. The most underrated horror film is The Princess of Darkness. He says in his opinion.
I agree that The Exorcist is probably the scariest movie of all time.
Is
I
that
agree
it?
with that statement.
Is
That's
it
I have that in The Exorcist is number 1 for me. Texas Chainsaw was number 3. So obviously I fail because we've already discussed Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Shame. 53, 2016's The Love Witch. That sounds like a sandwich with love between the bread.
I don't know. Some of these I've never even heard of.
The 52 is 2020's Spontaneous. 51 is 1945's Dead of Night. 50 is 2020's La Llorona. 49 is 2012's The Loved Ones. And here we go. 48, 1987's Evil Dead 2, Dead by Dawn.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's got your buddy in it. 47 is 1961's The Innocents.
Oh, yeah.
1981 is 46 is The Evil Dead. This one here, when I came across this one, I know what it is and probably seen some of it. I'm going to butcher the name, but you're going to know what it is after I start saying it.
Okay.
45 is 1979's Nosferatu.
Oh, Nosferatu.
Yeah, there you go. Phantom der Nacht.
Oh, yeah, okay. Can't help you there.
What is it, Tim?
Just nope, can't say that one either. It's
Yeah,
certain words just I cannot pronounce. That's one of them.
it sounds German,
Nosferatu.
and the only German I can do is Du hast mich. So
Well, what's the guy? Was it Joe Hill? Is that Stephen King's son? Is that his name?
Yeah.
Okay, his show, that show he has, and it's the license plate. You know, when you see it on Amazon or wherever it's playing, and it's like a license plate, and it's NOS, and then the number 4. It spells out Nosferatu.
Yeah.
That's what it spells out.
He's got some good books. Some good,
Lock and Key.
Yeah, Lock and Key's great, but he's got some other good stuff too. He's got
I
a
know.
whole
I'm
lot of
sure
horror
he
books.
does. Yeah. Go ahead, Melvin. Hit us with the next one.
Yeah.
hit me with your best shot.
Yeah.
44, and everybody knows this one, is 1976 Carrie. They used to show that a lot when I was a kid on TV.
It's a good one.
With the blood dripping down, and
The remake was horrible. I don't even know why they remade it.
well, they
I
got to
didn't see
do
the original until after I saw the remake. After I saw the remake, I went back to watch the original.
Oh, you hadn't seen the original yet?
I seen like clips of it while I was growing up, but never really bothered to
Think
watch
about
it.
that. That's a Brian De Palma movie, and he had, Nancy Allen, who was his girlfriend. She plays the one who pours the pig's blood on Carrie. And then you have John Travolta in them. There are a lot of famous people in that.
Yeah.
movie.
Yeah,
Somehow I missed it.
she was on the stage in the gymnasium once, and when they poured the blood
Yeah.
on
Sissy Spacek, yeah.
her. Ugh.
And then you have the most fit Piper Laurie as her mom.
Ugh. Creepy. 43 is 2019's, and I might say this wrong. Midsummer
Oh, God.
Midsummer.
You ever watched that? Have you seen that?
or Midsummer. No, I haven't.
I've watched it a few times. It's
I have no desire to see it.
a head game. It's
What-
different.
Why don't you want to see it?
I don't know.
Shame here. Jesus.
It's an interesting film. I don't know
Come
if
on
I'd call it horror, just heavy drama, horror inspired drama.
Like some Law and Order stuff. Does it have the dun in the movie?
A little
Not
hard and long.
quite.
Well, yeah. 42 is 1931's Dracula.
Bela Lugosi.
41 is 1958 The Fly. Now we've already had The Fly earlier with the Jeff Goldblum one.
Help
Earlier.
me. I love the Vincent Price Fly. Help me.
Help me.
What a great
Goodness.
ending for a movie.
That clip has been used in so many movies over the years, just in the background.
Oh goodness. Where was I at? Number 40 is 1953 House of Wax. Didn't they redo that movie?
With Paris Hilton.
Oh wow.
And what's his name? Oh God. I can't think of his name. He's really popular. He was in something like One Tree Hill or something.
Oh wow. That's horrible. Horrible. 39 is from 2014. A Girl Walks Home Alone at Night. That sounds like something spicy.
Wonder what happens in that one.
Yeah.
Nothing good, I'm sure.
Nothing good. 38 is 2009's Drag Me to Hell.
Oh.
This one's kind of weird. This one kind of threw me off, but there may be something to it that I'm not familiar with. 37 is 1954's Godzilla, however you say this, Gojira. I don't know if Godzilla back then was just eating people left and right. I honestly don't know. 36 is 19.
Wait, but Godzilla is scary. Chad Michael Murray. There, somebody said it on the comments. That's Susan House Wax. Godzilla is scary. I mean, think about it. He just stomps all over people and kills them all. Breathes fire.
Whether that is true.
I think that's another one where you have to think about the time when it came out.
Yeah, absolutely. And people were, terrified of monsters and things like that. So, King Kong, stuff like that. Absolutely.
Right.
Absolutely. 36 is 1988's The Vanishing. Spore Loose is what is in parentheses there. 35 is 2019's Ready or Not, which is also the album title to the Fugees' 1996.
That's right, it is.
That the album's called The Score, excuse me.
But that was the song.
Oh yeah. After 7 also had a song that was called Ready or Not. Somebody's calling me. Let's see. 34 is 1974's Young Frankenstein.
See, that's funny. That's a comedy all the way. It's not even a dark comedy. It's a comedy.
Is that the? Oh, you're fine. Is that the one where he's got the hair and like the kind of like the lightning bolt thing through it?
It's Gene Wilder and Peter Boyle and Terry Garr and Marty Feldman. It's a Mel Brooks movie. It's funny. Cloris Leachman, everybody's in it.
Well, once you said Gene Wilder, I knew that.
Yeah, it's so funny. It's one of the funniest movies ever. Not scary at all, but great.
This one here, number 33, I remember as a kid always being on TV, is 1963's The Birds.
Oh. So we've had 2 Hitchcock movies now, Frenzy and The Birds.
Yes. 32.
I think.
32 is 2020's Relic. 31 is 1973's Don't Look Now. This one This one might kind of make you mad. I don't know. As a scary horror movie person. 30 is 2017's It. Is the
Oh, that
newer
doesn't.
one, is the
Why
newer
would?
one better than the old one?
Well, the old one. The charm about the old one is Tim Curry plays Pennywise, and it was a TV movie. You know what I mean?
And
So
John Boy.
it was, you know,
What
the
did you say, Tim? What did you say?
I said it sucked. It's hard.
I mean,
Looking
yeah,
back, it's great, but it's hard to go back and watch it.
Oh,
yeah, it's not a great. It's a TV movie. It's not great, but Tim Curry as Pennywise is fun to watch.
well,
Tim
of
Curry
course.
I mean, the remake is much better, obviously. You know.
Mhm.
The TV movie butchered the ending of it, I guess, to make it palatable for TV, but
That's right.
yeah, it has zero ability on it. You know, especially after the remake came out, you go back and try to watch it, so it's like it's awful.
No, don't,
Even with John Boy
you're killing the movie, Tim. You're killing it.
in the mood, huh?
Number 29. I think this one's a remake too, I believe. Not this version of it, but 29 is 1933's The Invisible Man. Didn't they just like recently do
They
one?
did.
They did. It wasn't bad. They've redone that a few times.
Yeah, Chevy Chase was the Invisible Man.
Wasn't Kevin Bacon the Invisible Man one a while back too?
That was and that was with his wife. She was in that. What?
Yeah.
But that was called something
The
different.
Hollow Man. I think it was called The Hollow Man.
Yeah, it was Hollow Man. You're right. Yeah.
Yeah. Same concept, really.
Yeah.
Sometimes I feel hollow and invisible. Okay, I'm sorry.
Did you say something?
See, exactly. Exactly. Let's see. 28 is 2020's The Possessor uncut version. 27 is 2012's The Cabin in the Woods.
That's great.
No.
Film. You
It's
didn't like
great,
that?
but it's not scary.
No, but it's a fun film.
It's got Thor in it. It's
Yeah.
got
It's
Thor in
horror-esque.
it.
Well, that's all you need is Thor, Chris Hemsworth. That's all you need. He
I
takes
mean,
his-
I never had an obsession with it, but you guys have made it out like I have one. So now I have one.
Oh yeah, there's probably a what you call it, a Funko behind you of Thor.
Let me get it.
See, she has a good look. See, she doesn't even know.
I did know. It's right here.
Yeah, see, she's got Thor.
Thor.
She's got Thor. She's probably got the director's cut of Men in Black. What was it, International?
I haven't
No.
watched it yet. So
Please don't.
is it bad?
It's bad. It's bad. Yeah, it's bad. 26 is 2016's The Witch. 25 is 2020's Host. 24 is 2006 Pan's Labyrinth.
That was creepy.
Yeah, I like it though.
It was just like a great movie. It should be like Oscar-worthy movie, and it was creepy.
No,
And
wasn't there a movie? Was it just? I think was it David Bowie called Labyrinth? I mean,
Labyrinth.
Mhm.
Okay, that's something different, right?
That's a Jim Henson movie. Yeah, that's totally
Much
different.
Okay, Jim Henson. Okay.
Jennifer Connelly. That's a fun movie.
23 is 1965's Repulsion.
So
22 is 1962 Eyes Without a Face. 21 is 1978 Halloween.
Really, 21? It didn't even make it in the top 20?
I didn't make the
Really?
list, man. I didn't make the
That's
list.
bizarre. I mean, that should be in the top 20. No question.
So here we go with the top 20. I actually have pictures for these.
All right.
So 20 is 19.
Tim and I supposed to guess these, or are you just gonna?
No,
shoot
it-
it?
honestly,
thumbs down
yeah.
whether we agree with it or not.
Yeah, yeah. Honestly, this is going to be these are too out there for even you guys to even guess. I wouldn't even put you through that. All right, so number 20.
Oh, so we're not
is-
smart enough? Is that what it is?
Wow.
Oh, I'll
Our
tell you
pop
what.
cul- our
I'm
pop
joking.
knowledge-
I'm
our pop
joking.
culture
Go.
knowledge isn't up to par.
I'm joking. Go. What's number
That's right.
20?
You've been slipping. You've been slipping. 20 is 1960s.
Rosemary's Baby.
Yeah. Look at you. Look at you. You were on it. On it. Number 19.
Wait, Melvin, we have to say something about Rosemary's Baby. You know what's so creepy about that movie?
What's
Roman
that?
Polanski made that movie. And I think it was, would you say 1968, right?
Yes.
Okay. So he made that movie in 1968. A year later, almost, I think it was maybe a little, like a year and a half later, Charles Manson murdered his pregnant wife,
Oh.
Sharon Tate. That's what's so strange about that movie. You know, there's a double, and it's filmed at the Dakota Building, which is where John Lennon was shot.
Oh.
Yeah, it's a real bizarre. That movie is really strange. There's a whole lot.
Lincoln had a secretary named Kennedy.
Yeah.
Well, just to be fair to Charles Manson, he didn't. He just orchestrated the murder. You know, he did. You know,
Yeah, he never got his hands dirty. That's right.
That's right. That's right. You know,
Hitler did that too.
Well, you know, so I mean, it just you tell people to, hey, go have some fun, and next thing you know, you're getting arrested for something.
That is not what he said.
We go number 19, and I'm sure you'll get this without a doubt. Number 19. This is odd.
Is that the
beat
first one or the
that
second one?
That's that second one.
That's the second one, isn't it?
That's
Aliens?
1986.
Yeah.
That's Aliens.
Yeah. All right. So this one right here, and I actually like this one, and it's creepy. 1991. Garrett Ventura guess 1991.
No, I don't know. A Scream? No, that was later.
Scream was like 96, I believe.
Yeah, that was when I was in college. 91. I don't know.
This is Lamb.
Candyman? Is it Candyman?
Look at Tim. Bam.
Oh, Silence of the Lambs.
Look at Tim. Tim
Yes,
is on
I
it.
saw that at the theater in '91.
So my mom saw that at the movie theater. I think I told you the story with my brother, and he said, "Oh, there's this new movie with Anthony Hopkins." My mom had no idea what she was going to see.
Oh boy, it's pretty, and plus we get the meme of you know, you put it puts the lotion on the skin, or else it gets the hose again. So
Yeah.
right, number 17. You should be able to get this with ease. It's not a drunken party.
What is that?
It is 1968's Night of the Living Dead.
Oh, it is. Okay.
Mhm.
I thought we already said that once.
I think it was
Dawn of the
Return of
Dead,
the Living
something
Dead.
like that.
Oh, okay.
See, Tim got it right. Night of the Living Dead. Yeah. This one probably, it's if you get this one, again, I'm not much of the horror person, but if you get this one, Elizabeth or Tim, either one, you got my
Great.
respect for horror movies. Number 16. Okay. Now I'll give you the year. 1932.
Freaks.
Look at you.
Nailed that. Bam.
Wow. Look at you. Wow.
I've seen that. That is a very strange movie.
I've
have
seen some
not
people over the years in retail that look like that.
But it's a really good story. It's a really good movie. It's not just it's a really good story. It's a really good movie. It's not very long. It's worth, if you like scary movies or creepy stuff. It's a good one. There's a reason it's in the top 20. That's for sure.
It looks creepy. Number 15, I doubt I'm going to put this on there. I doubt that you guys will get it, but you could though. From 2015.
I don't know what that is.
It
No.
Follows.
Oh,
Never seen that.
2008, number 14. Let the Right One In.
oh yeah. We already said that. I guess that was the other one, or the other version.
Yeah. 2018, number 13 is Hereditary.
I've seen Hereditary, and I don't know what that didn't ring with me when I saw that picture, but that movie is terrible. It's just frightening. It's so terribly frightening. It's not funny. I mean, it scared me really good. That was a
It's
that was a
it's the
scary
kids.
one.
Isn't it? It's the kids.
It's
Uh,
not the kid. It's not in that one. It's not. Toni Collette is absolutely frightening in that movie.
Number 12. This is 2019. Don't be fooled by the black and white.
Is that The Lighthouse?
Holy cow! Holy cow!
That's that's what's his name? Robert Pattinson, isn't it?
It
Isn't he
looks
in that?
Looks like
yeah,
it.
yeah. It looks like him.
And of course, Willem Dafoe.
Yeah. All right. So this right here, before I put it on the screen, 1931.
Bride of Frankenstein.
Let me see what this comment is. Hold on. Ah, sort of.
Not bad.
You're close.
Frankenstein.
Just straight up Frankenstein.
I thought we said that.
2014. I don't know how to pronounce his name. Babadook.
Oh, The Babadook. Yeah,
Babadook.
that's an Australian movie.
1935. You were close before.
Bride of Frankenstein.
The Bride of Frankenstein. Now this one we've said before. This is the remake, 2020.
Oh, The Invisible Man.
Yeah, you're the Invisible Man. You got it. 1933. Care to venture a guess?
What number are we on?
Number 8. I mean number 7. Excuse me.
Okay, 1933.
Mm-hmm.
Well, is it we already said Dracula.
Yeah, we've already said Dracula.
A Swamp Thing, or we said the Wolfman.
No.
Oh, King Kong.
King Kong, yeah. And I guess back in 1933, people probably would have been in like an awe, like, oh wow, Plus you got airplanes and all that stuff in it. Number 6, and this is from 1960. Dun, dun, dun.
Psycho.
Yeah.
So 3 Hitchcock movies made the list, and maybe I don't think there are any more, probably.
Now this one here, there was another movie of the same name, but this one here, the title is different.
That's Nosferatu. Oh yeah, that's Nosferatu, but it's not. That's
It's a symphony, it's a symphony of horror. Yeah.
Yeah.
Number 4 is from 2018, and yeah, I think that you actually talked about it before.
Oh, I don't know. Show us. Oh, is that The Quiet Place?
Yeah, Quiet Place. Yes.
So now we have 3 left. Can Tim and I
Yeah.
try to guess what they are before you show them?
Absolutely.
Tim, what do you think they are? The top.
Well, he's
3.
not, he's not there. So what?
Oh, he's not. Oh, well, I think Exorcist is 1. I think Shining is probably 2. Texas Chainsaw would have been my guess for number 3, but that's already been said. I don't. We said Rosemary's Baby. It's not. I don't think it's Amityville. Maybe, or no, Poltergeist. So I'm gonna go with Exorcist, Shining, Poltergeist. That's my guess.
Okay. I'll give Tim a second here to see if he gets freed up, and we'll see if he can venture a guess too. In the meantime, I'm gonna drop us real quick with some this day in history. On August the 17th, let me pull this down. Let me pull that down so we can see our lovely mugs. Yes. No, I don't want to sign in. All right. This day in history on August 17th, 1969, one of the all-time grooviest events in music history.
Woodstock.
You got it. You got it. Conceived as 3 days of peace and music, Woodstock was a product of a partnership between John Roberts, Joel Roseman, Artie Cornfield, that's a heck of a name, Artie Cornfield, and Michael Lang. Their idea was to make enough money from the event to build a recording studio near the arty New York town of Woodstock. When they couldn't find an appropriate venue in the town itself, the promoters decided to hold the festival on a 600-acre dairy farm in Bethel, New York, some 50 miles from Woodstock, owned by Max Yasgur. That's all you heard about as a kid was Woodstock, Woodstock, Woodstock. Let me see here. Let me find something good here. Hey, in 1862, the Dakota Uprising begins in Minnesota. 87, Rudolf Hess, Hitler's last living henchman, dies.
Would that be in South America? Does it say?
Probably so, I would say, because a lot of the Nazis fled to South America.
Of course.
Yeah, they still the people there. I've watched a show about it. The people there won't even talk about it. The people in the countries that they went to, they won't even talk about it.
Have you seen The Boys from Brazil? See, that should have made the list, but it didn't. I'm sure.
haven't.
It's about cloning Hitler. That's a good one.
Hey, on August 17th, 1998, Bill Clinton becomes the first sitting president to testify before the Office of Independent Counsel as the subject of a grand jury investigation. I wonder what that was about. 1877.
Oh,
1877, Billy the Kid kills his first man. And I think that's about it. Let's see if Tim made it back. I can't see him. No, he's
not there.
So what we have to do is
you can
Tim
make a guess when he comes back if we haven't finished. If we finish,
that's what we'll do for him. We'll make him guess when he comes back. Tim is normally he's upstairs with me, but Tim's downstairs today due to unforeseen situation here. But it's okay because we're still going live. But Tim is downstairs, and of course, we're always live when we're in the store. So he's out helping people. That's why Tim or Sally Jesse is not sitting at his tablet there because he's helping customers. So, which is a good thing for him. Which is a good thing. So, I'm going to give you the three, and you said yours were what?
Poltergeist, The Shining, The Exorcist. But that's only because the third one I'm really unsure about because we've said so many that I thought would have made that. It's either Poltergeist, Amityville Horror. I think we said Friday the 13th, maybe. I don't think we've said that one yet.
Yeah.
The Thing.
Well, number 3.
Alien.
Number 3, you are off by many.
Really? What is it?
Many decades. This one is from 1920.
Oh, Cabinet of Dr. Caligari. Is that it?
Wow. That is Heidi says, what about The Conjuring?
Oh, that one was a number, what, 75 or something, or 60?
Yeah.
Oh, we've said that one.
Yeah, the Conjuring was way down there. Wow, I'm impressed with that. So I doubt that you'll get these next two.
Really? So it's not either one of the ones I've said?
No. And the reason why I doubt it is because these are newer movies.
Wait, The Shining and The Exorcist didn't make the list of the top 100 movies ever made? Scary movies?
I'll give you the list when we're done here. I'll tell you where I got the list from.
Okay.
These two, if I'm not mistaken, these last two are from the same director. And he is a newer director. He's an actor turned director.
Quiet Place 1 and 2? We
No.
said Quiet Place already. That's right.
No. So number 2, you'll immediately get this when I post it.
Oh, yeah.
Get Out, 2007.
Yeah, Get Out.
Mm-hmm. And then number 1 is from 2 years
Us.
ago. Yes. Yeah.
I wonder how I figured that out. Yeah.
So this list of the 100 greatest horror scary movies. I actually got this from Rotten Tomatoes. So I wanted to use a list from somebody that critiques movies and things like that. So yeah, but this 100 list is from Rotten Tomatoes, and they use a certain score. You can go check it out. They use a certain score how they did it, but some of them, like I said, I kind of looked at it in the beginning. I was like, but again, just like you said, it was the time when they came out.
Sure, and that's what I'm saying. I mean, I get that portion of it. My confusion is how can The Shining and The Exorcist not make the 100 greatest horror movies of all time, even on Rotten Tomatoes? They don't have to be number 1 and 2, like I guess, but they should have been somewhere on the list.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, more so than Young Frankenstein, more so than even. I mean, look. Silence of the Lambs is a very scary movie, but it's not a horror movie. I mean, it's a crime, action, suspense, thriller.
Well, I tell you one that I thought that should have been on there and it wasn't. Was Cujo.
Oh, Cujo's another. Yeah. Well, there are a lot of Stephen King ones that you have Carrie, Christine, Cujo, Pet Sematary. Pet Sematary is another one that's really scary, right? I mean, but to just bypass The Exorcist and The Shining, that just seems a little bizarre.
Yeah, and one for me too that should have been on there, and it's not really that it's scary; it's just like suspenseful, and that was Seven.
Oh yeah, Seven's if you're gonna go with thrillers,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, Seven makes the list.
Yeah,
because it is frightening. It's really strange.
Yeah. I mean, it's actually on a strange level. I find it higher than Silence of the Lambs. Just me personally.
Oh, I don't know if I agree with that, but it's pretty close up there. I mean, I think it just depends on which movie you are partial to, right? They're both equally scary. They're both about a serial killer. They're both
Yeah. So yeah, there's a lot of movies that they could have taken out and readjusted and things like that. But some of these, like I said, I'd never heard of before. And well, I gotta say though, most importantly, very, very, very impressed that the fact that almost every one of them, especially in the top 3, or really top 20, that you got almost all of them. Let me see what this comment is. Hold on.
No, Elaine, it wasn't.
Was
Insidious on the list. It wasn't.
Mm-mm.
Neither was Orphan. Orphan's another one that's real creepy.
Is that the movie where it's got the 2 little girls on the?
They adopt the little girl, and they already have a little girl, and she's deaf. And the little girl they've adopted isn't so little.
Oh yeah. There was I saw something about a true story, maybe not related to the movie itself, but there was something. I think it was years ago that there was a family that had adopted somebody. Actually, this was a real story I just saw a couple years ago. As a matter of fact, they thought that the girl was a teenager when in fact that she wasn't. She was playing like she was like 13 or 14, but in reality, she was in her 20s.
That's how Orphan is, but I think she's playing like a 12-year-old, but she's actually like in her 30s.
Oh wow. Yeah, that's creepy. And they think too, like a lot of times what happens is that people have what's it called, dwarfism.
No, there's an actual I don't know what it's called, where you look younger than you actually are.
Gotcha.
You always look young. You just never age. I can't think of what that's called. I don't think it's called dwarfism. I don't. That's not. But I understand what you're saying because they're small. But I don't think that's it.
Yeah, I don't know. Tim is super busy. We'll have to ask him when we get off here. So normally,
Amityville Horror wasn't on that list either. Which that's a true story.
That's right. That one wasn't
just like The Exorcist is a true story, and so is the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. They're loosely based on,
Let me see. Yeah, you're right. I'm trying to think of the others wasn't on there either, was it?
It wasn't, but the Innocents was, and so I give that a pass, right? Because, like I said, the Innocents and the others are very similar, right? You know, the other one that wasn't on there was like the Pit and the Pendulum. There were some older ones, you know, some other old ones that are scary.
Mhm.
Pit and Edgar Allan Poe, Pit and the Pendulum. That's very scary.
Yeah. You know something else? You probably can't see my arrow. If you look, Delahatney says, let me see that there. So I think the movies based on true events are the scariest ones. Yeah, those are creepy because it makes you think about, wow, that could have happened.
Well,
where
see,
I-
that's what we were talking about that earlier, that those don't seem to bother me, the ones that could actually happen, but the ones that do bother me are the ones that could never happen, right? You know, and I think most people feel the way Della feels. They're the scariest, the ones that could actually happen.
Says Elaine says
The entity. Yeah.
You know something I just noticed, and it's right here underneath me, underneath my right arm, is Child's Play wasn't on there. Do you
Yeah,
think
or the other one that's under your is The Strangers. That wasn't on there.
that's what I was thinking about, not the others, the strangers. That's the
And
one.
was Friday the 13th on there? I don't ever remember you saying it. I remember us talking about it.
I don't remember that either. But the strangers though, yeah, I don't remember me talking about Friday the 13th.
Yeah.
Nightmare on Elm Street was, but Friday the 13th.
Yeah. But the Strangers wasn't discussed. Hills Have Eyes.
Was Halloween
Last
on
House on the Left.
Was Halloween on there?
Yes, it was twice.
The Strangers is the one that I was thinking of because that's the one that has Liv Tyler in it, right?
Right, and
that's the one that was based on a true story.
Well, that could be that could be based on multiple true stories, probably. Yeah. You know, just like, you know.
Yeah, that was just creepy. Like when they're knocking on the door and they just, no.
The Purge wasn't on there, you know.
Right, that's right. Yeah, the Purge. Yeah, there was a lot of them that that wasn't on there. So, but yeah,
I admit that Get Out and Us are very scary. Okay, they're good scary movies. I admit that, especially Us. That's so creepy.
Mm-hmm.
But like I said, I just can't get over that The Exorcist and The Shining are on the list.
Now, is Us the one where the girl travels like back in time or something, back to like when she was like on a plantation or something like that?
Us is so strange. I watched most of it with my eyes closed. It's where there's like doubles of everybody. It was really strange.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, since Tim isn't here, and I'm not one to ever, I feel bad, but I can just come here to the store and buy something. Since Tim isn't here, and you probably know his, because I always ask Tim, you know, what he's got going on today. So it's Tuesdays, and what has he got going on Tuesday? So we can put that out there for him.
Oh, I think the auction is on, you know, the one that he posts on Facebook. It's, you know, I think it goes on Tuesday and then ends on Wednesday evening.
Right.
Where he posts the pictures of the comic books and then you can bid on them.
Oh, okay. That's right. Della says she's shocked at The Exorcist.
And I agree, Della. It's a crime.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. And I know that he has that going on, and then Friday night, I'm assuming the sale is going on.
That's the live auction, right?
I'm assuming, you know.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
I haven't heard otherwise, so. Okay.
Well, we Elizabeth gave Tim's rundown. Hopefully she didn't mess anything up. He might have had some extra weight to her suitcase full of comics that she buys every week.
Shut up.
But let me put her up there real quick one more time. I'll put her cakes up there for you guys to check out, and you can go to, where is he at? Want to tell them what the name is for me?
At Bake Hard by Bimbra.
She bakes these awesome cakes. You can find her on Instagram, of course, at Bake Hard by Bimbra. And there's some of her work. Cousin Ed, is it Cousin Eddie?
Uh-huh.
Okay, Cousin Eddie. And then Sloth. And then for you Steelers fans, there it is. This will mute us, so whenever I post this video, it's going to mute us. Hold on, let me see what the comment is. Oh, absolutely. Yeah, Della says she's going to have to watch this from the beginning.
Yeah, Della, you're going to be really surprised because it's not what you think. It's not. I mean, there are a lot of good ones on there that deserve to be on there, and there are a lot that you'll be like, that's not a scary movie.
Oh, she says she's got to get Keta Mullins. Wow, I haven't seen Keta Mullins in a very, very long time. I remember her. Yeah, tell her to watch it also. Yeah, the Steeler cake there. Let me see here. I'm going to mute our mics. So whenever I play this, it'll mute the mics.
Oh.
Yeah, if I play stuff from this screen, it mutes the mics. Hold on. Let me bring that down. There's your cakes. Here we go. That's awesome.
It's my new thing, the sound button.
Yeah, that is
my
awesome.
new favorite thing. And ironically enough, those two cakes were made for identical twins. And last year, there was one cake, and it was the Grady twins from The Shining. Ironically, since we're talking about scary movies.
Well, I'm going to say goodbye for Tim because Tim was off making money, helping customers. And we'll see you guys here in a couple weeks. And don't forget, Tim, unless he does something different, he's got his live auction going on Fridays. He's got his auctions going up today. And you can check him out there. If you haven't already, be sure.
Oh, there he is.
There's Tim. We were giving your curtain call, Tim.
Thank you, Heidi.
Heidi said those are amazing.
Thank you
Tim,
very
can
much.
You hear us? I'm gonna sing you a song and see if you can hear us. Ground control to Major Tom.
Oh my God! Channeling David Bowie.
Tim, we did the top three. You're gonna be floored. Okay.
Yeah. I'm gonna give them to you.
I was shocked.
I'm gonna give you your top three real quick before we head out of here. I had Elizabeth also do your things there about your product going on for the week. We had what was it? Your auction, your regular auction,
and then the sale on Friday.
Yeah,
Tim,
yes,
Tim. So I just want you to know. So I my top three guess was The Exorcist is number one, The Shining is number two, and like Poltergeist or Amityville Horror as number three, since the Texas Chainsaw Massacre had already been said. So he's going to give you the three. Oh, never mind.
Tim, we'll do it for Della real quick. Hold on, I'll pull it back up. Tim is a busy beaver. All right, so Della, here we go. I'm gonna give you the top three one more time. Top three is 1920s The Cabinet of say it for me, Elizabeth.
Caligari, whatever. That deserves to be there. Okay, that one deserves it. There's no question.
Number
Cabinet
two,
of Dr. Caligari.
Tim's back. Dun dun dun. Yeah,
that's number three, Tim. Which it deserves to be there. I mean, it's.
You want to guess number
Never
one?
Never heard of that one.
Oh, that's a good one.
Disappointment. Oh.
Shame on you, Tim.
Tim, what's number two and what's number one? What's your guess?
I have no idea. This list has been kind of out of whack. So.
Right, but if you were guessing, like for you, what would you guess? I guessed Exorcist is one and Shining is number two.
Della says she would have voted for Exorcist too.
I'd have to put The Shining in there. The original Evil Dead.
That one was already said.
Was it already said? Well, who knows it? I give
I,
up.
I would have put Iron Man 3 at number one.
Shut up.
That's kind of bad. Man Thing 1, yeah.
Yeah, Iron Man 3 at number one, and then Thor: Dark World at number two.
What? Well, I put Thor on all 100 worth of horror movies.
Wow, what a hater!
You guys, I'm so obsessed with him.
Puff says the devil in
Oh,
I don't even.
Yeah,
I think he's on. That's another level, isn't it?
the Hitcher.
The Hitcher's a good one. That's another one
That's
that
a
was
great one.
not on the list.
Here, let me do this
Stepfather.
for Tim before he disappears. Let me see what the comment is.
Gremlins.
Oh. Puff said it's a classic. Here we go. So number 2. Come on, Tim.
That's one that just came out, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yes. 2017's Get Out. Now, this list, I want to let you know where this list, again, it didn't come from me. I didn't do the list. The list actually comes from Rotten Tomatoes. So, let me see what Puff says. Yeah, she says, Della says, Get Out. That's correct. Yep. Number 1, and again, this is from Rotten Tomatoes. This is from Rotten Melvin. Number 1.
Them.
You're
Us.
close. Us.
Us, them.
Yeah, us, them. You people, you know. What do you mean, you people?
See, Della, put Della's comment up. She's right. That's what I was saying. It's a good one, but it shouldn't be number 2. Same with us. They're both scary, but they shouldn't be. They should be on the list, yes, but they shouldn't be 1 and 2.
And both of you said Exorcist. Wow, it's a lot to say. Exorcist.
Yeah, as number 1. Yeah, okay, look here. The Exorcist and The Shining don't have to be number 1 and 2, but they should not be on the list. That's pretty bad.
Well, see, horrible. I said too that I can't even think of what it's called now. I took a drink of Mountain Dew and it just no. I thought 7 should be on the list and it wasn't. It's not necessarily scary, but I mean.
But like you could take Young Frank. Okay, I don't know who's making the list, but you remove Young Frankenstein and throw in The Exorcist or The Shining. Remove, some of the black comedy, Reanimator. Remove that. Throw in, some of the Little Shop of Horrors. Take that out. Look, it's like somebody tried to cram in movies that are really great, but they're not scary movies. They don't belong on the list.
You can't see. I can't do the Little Shop of Horrors because I joke with the guy at work all the time.
It's a musical. It's not even a scary movie. It's a musical.
We say, "Feed me, Seymour."
See, Heidi's right.
Yeah.
Frankenweenie was on the list.
Yes, it was. I didn't know what that was. Frankenweenie, yeah.
I don't even know why that's on the list.
Yeah, it's
what
crazy.
What Rotten Tomatoes uses a criteria for this list?
Let me pull that up. I'll show you guys. Hold on a second. Let me share this screen here. Feed me, Seymour. I do that all day at work. Chrome tab. Here we go. So let me share this. All right. So this is the list. Can you see that? Can you guys see that?
Mm-hmm.
You can see it.
Wait, movies with 40 or more critic reviews vie for the place in history at Rotten Tomatoes. So it's just about critic reviews and how many they have. Oh, see, here we go. Blair Witch wasn't on the list. The Ring wasn't on the list. Yeah. There are all these movies. Scream wasn't on the list. There are all these movies that The Shining.
Well, see, this is the personal thing. Scream really didn't do it for me.
That's a really fun. That's scarier than Young Frankenstein.
Yeah.
Right? It is a classic little kind of slasher movie.
We're talking horror films. We're just talking, mildly entertaining, suspenseful, frightening films.
It's supposed to be horror movies, but
it's a combination of all of it, really. Like A Nightmare on Elm Street was number 62.
I demand a new list.
You demand a what?
I demand a recount.
You demand a recount. Yeah, and that's basically. Let me pull that down.
Because I'll bet good money on like other 100 lists of scariest movies ever made. Exorcist is always number 1. I bet on more than one list, it's number 1. Sure. And Shining is either 2, 3, 4. Shining is in top 5.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, we're running up on.
Let's make our own top 20 list and go back over it for Nick.
That's what we should do for next time. We each pick a category and make our top 20.
What I tell you
We can
what,
do that.
We'll be on
We'll-
here for 12 hours.
we'll do that. Matter of fact, we'll probably narrow it down to 10. You want to do a top 10 of our own list?
But not scary movies. Let's pick something different.
Well, I tell you what, when we get out of
We'll
here,
figure it out.
We'll figure something different.
Yeah.
So, but since you're here, Tim, you want to run down your list of your weekly list.
Oh yeah,
Before we
tonight
go.
we have the Nitro Antique Mall live sale on Facebook. Tomorrow night we have the Third Floor Comics Facebook sale, and Thursday night we have the Thrifty Thursday sale coming up. All kinds of goodies. We are taking this Friday off though from the live comics sale.
See, we
We'll try to
lied,
do
we
that.
lied on you, Tim.
I'm going to start doing that one every other Friday so I can load it up.
I think that's a good idea. I think I'm happy with that idea.
Just you have
Just to
to
give
spend
myself a
money.
Friday night off sometimes too. So,
I told everybody I wasn't going to be. I won't be there Friday. I have to work on a cake, and I
Just
was there.
showed up-
I was working on the cake and like watching at the same time.
mhm.
Hey, guys, don't forget
Smacked in the last
to
half hour.
don't forget to let me put this on here real quick before we get out of here. Let me type this on here. Third. Third floor comics. All right, guys, don't forget, if you haven't already, let me change the way that's on there. If you haven't already, be sure to go to Third Floor Comics on Facebook and follow the page, like it. And there it goes. Third Floor Comics on Facebook.
There we go.
And Third Floor Comics and the Nitro Antique Mall, just period. All of it. Follow it. And then don't forget it also. If you're on Instagram, you can find Elizabeth and her cakes at I have to say that different. That sounds kind of
Bake Card by Bimbra. It's on
And
Facebook.
her baked goods. How about that? Her baked goods at the Bake Card by Bimbra on Instagram and Facebook too. So, all right. Well, I got nothing to follow me on. So, but we're gonna take off, and we'll see.
Thank you for
next time.
watching.
With the name like Bake Hard, have you ever considered like doing edibles?
No.
we got to work on the
Have not.
shipping and the dry ice. So.
I'm getting the stare.
But we'll see you guys in a couple of weeks.
If you need edibles, you
Oh.
can go down to the little place where you can buy them now that's legal.